Hey, good morning, everyone. We're gonna move from fall vibes, Halloween vibes, into Christmas vibes, winter vibes. Let's go. Good morning to everyone on this beautiful winter fall-ish morning. Well, in this household, Gideon and I celebrate on midnight of October 31st, so November 1st, we start putting up Christmas decorations. I know for a lot of people that is sacrilege, but here in this household, that's how we run things. So we're excited about the holiday season, and I hope that you guys are as well. So Steph will be joining us in just a moment. X-Ray Girl and Kara are still traveling. They are still traveling the world. And so I think it's just going to be Steph and I this morning. X-Ray and Kara said that they might hop on a little bit later, but you never know who will pop up. So I haven't touched this since last time. So let's go over kind of what we're looking at. Last time we saw this, I put the tracks on. So the tracks are on this bad boy. And then now we added this 3D custom piece here. But now what we're going to do is add the two hatches, the two doors here, the other 3D pieces. And then once we build out the guns on the sides here, we'll add these 3D pieces as well. So, I think this is going to look sick. I don't know if I will be able to bring this into my Games Workshop and actually play it or not, just due to the fact that it does have these kind of custom pieces, and I know Games Workshop gets a little, you know, iffy when it comes to that. So we'll see. But I have not glued these in yet, so let's do that. Before I glue them in, I'm going to say hi to Pylon. He says, yeah, you should wait at least until November 11th. Well, my good friend, November 11th does just happen to be Veterans Day. And you guys know what November 10th is? November 10th is the Marine Corps birthday. 249 years of the Marine Corps, baby. Hoorah. Semper Fi. Semper Fidelio. So yeah, we'll be celebrating that hopefully Sunday. That'd be fun if we got to celebrate Marine Corps birthday on Sunday. We'll see. Terra Crystal says, hello MVP. Good morning to you, Terra Crystal. Wargamer Girl says, only if you get caught. I know, that's the question. Because I mean, once I prime this all black, and then just do a couple details, highlights, dry brushes here and there, some weathering, I don't think you'll be able to notice. We'll see. I don't know. I can just say like, oh yeah, these were just kit bashed. I just put some kit bash stuff on here. We'll see. But yeah, let's start making the tracks for the second Larry here, because I think this bad boy is going to hop on like this. Miranda, when do you if you're still in the chat, when do you start celebrating the holiday season after Thanksgiving? Like, do you start celebrating Christmas after Thanksgiving, or are you putting up decorations before then? That is the question of the morning. That's a good point. It is a GW kit, which means that like the core of the kit is GW. So I'm not like 3D printing the entire tank. So I think I should be fine. Yeah, any custom stuff added. Well, I'll go in and I'll report back. I'll let you know. 'Cause hopefully they're cool with it. You never know. Some shop owners can be pretty big sticklers about that. Which, I mean, I get it. Because honestly, some of this 3D printing stuff looks amazing. Like, it looks just as good. Oh, hello. Good morning. Oh, did I lose you?
I'm here.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, hello.
There's
some 3D printing that comes out, and it's like it's got lines all over it. It's kind of, I don't know what kind of printing that is, but it looks a little bit odd. And then you can like feel the ridges on it, like you know it's 3D printed.
Yeah, that's the tough part, because I've bought all my 3D printing. I don't actually do it myself, and so when you buy it, like on Etsy, like you said, you're not really sure, am I getting the one that has the ridges where you can actually feel where the 3D printing mold lines like actually happened, or is it going to be smooth across the surface?
Yeah, that's the question.
I'll ask you
I'm trying to mute so I don't so I don't disturb you.
No, you're good. I was actually going to ask you a question if you're...
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I was going to ask, when is it appropriate to put up Christmas decorations?
Oh, for myself at least, I do it the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Everybody has their own preferences. Some people go from Halloween to Christmas and just completely skip over Thanksgiving, but you know, I don't want any holiday to feel left out. So I
do.
have like
no,
I have like you do?
Yes. I will discriminate. No.
So I like all of my Halloween decorations. I've already taken them down, and I've only kept the ones that are like kind of fall. So like I have these huge like wooden pumpkins that can be used for either Thanksgiving or Halloween. So like those stay out. And then I have like these cute little pumpkins that I used over the windows. It's like pumpkin garland, and it can be used for Halloween or Thanksgiving. So like I kept those decorations out. And then I have like a glass turkey.
Oh,
that's not a glass one. I'm talking about like a white ceramic turkey that I bring out every Thanksgiving. So like I brought that out. So I like you know, having some fall decor. I don't want it to be over just yet.
All right, that's fair. I was telling the chat in my household, Gideon and I celebrate the day after Halloween. So that night, we are already putting up Christmas decorations. Like the night of Halloween at midnight, we're putting up Christmas decorations. So.
You really?
Yes. Oh yeah. Like I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I was just like
Oh my
grabbing
god,
all the stuff I could find. Oh yeah.
yes, I love Hobby Lobby.
It's the best. The best, especially when it comes to Christmas stuff. Like they are on top of it. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm seeing like all of the stores have some Christmas stuff, and right now would be like the best time if you decorate for Thanksgiving to get some fall decor because it's all like 50 But yeah, I don't like to skip over a holiday. I want all of them to have their own time. So yeah, I decorate for Christmas the day after Thanksgiving. Put everything away, and then I take out all of my Christmas decor.
All right. If you say so. Chat, who's right? Who is, in fact, right? We should do a poll and see if it should be after Halloween or after Thanksgiving. So.
Well, make your case. Make your case. Why do you want to celebrate like right after Thanksgiving?
Sure.
Sorry, right after Halloween.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Thanksgiving?
Say again?
Do you not acknowledge Thanksgiving?
Well, it is pretty racist when you think about it. So I think, as a progressive, I think it's only fair that I think that just the month of December is not long enough to listen to Christmas music and enjoy the like holiday season, to spread the Christmas joy. I feel like that whole vibe that it's giving, as the kids would say, I want more of that. And so why not start in November when technically, like, Thanksgiving doesn't really have a feel, at least for me. I don't feel like it has like a vibe to it, so I don't know. Plus the atmosphere of Christmas, I feel like, is just amazing. I could live in the setting of like, the warm, cozy Christmas feeling. So, oh my gosh, my chat is.
Have a feel. It's about spending time with family. It's about togetherness. It's about
Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Being thankful and grateful for the life that you have, for being born into the family that you have, and you know that Thanksgiving has like a specific smell too.
Pumpkin, maybe.
I mean, come on. It does. It has a specific smell. Like,
what is
growing up, your Thanksgiving has a specific smell.
Okay.
Everybody's Thanksgiving has a specific smell that's, that's like, I guess, special to them. Like mine is turkey mixed with oh my gosh, apple pie. Like, and there's a bunch of special traditions that you do during Thanksgiving as well. Depending on your family, at least my family has like, some special traditions that we do for Thanksgiving. So can't just skip over them.
Who says?
Like, you could play Christmas music at any time of the year.
Right, but like, if I played it in July when it's 110 degrees, it wouldn't feel as fun. Like, it wouldn't feel as nice. Christmas in July, where you can say like, oh, it's 6 months until Christmas. But yeah, even still, it's like, eh. But I will, give you credit. Because it looks like my chat overwhelmingly is saying that they agree with you. In terms of, they think that Christmas stuff should not go up before Thanksgiving. So, this is, oh, go ahead.
Like, you have to take down, the scary decorations.
Yeah.
My max is low. I have them boosted all the way up.
I can boost
I know
myself
why.
on my
Okay,
end.
there we go. I've got it. No. I had the desktop muted. Okay.
Um,
Now they should be able to hear you.
testing, 1, 2.
Yes. That should
The
be fine.
Human Torch applied for a bank loan. Clinton Housh, who is a member of the MVP channel, what's happening, Clinton? He just says Steph is correct. That's all you need. There you go. Simple as.
Yeah, so like I understand that like some people don't have like Thanksgiving specific decorations, or that there's way more variety when it comes to Halloween. They don't want to like keep them up until Thanksgiving. But everybody has something small, something fall. Like you can keep your pumpkins out, things like that. Maybe that's why Thanksgiving gets like skipped over a lot, and people go straight from Halloween to Christmas, is because like the specifically decorations, some people may not want to like keep all decor or buy more decor when it comes to Thanksgiving. They're just like, the turkey will be the decoration on Thanksgiving. Like I get that, but I don't think it should be skipped over.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, it sounds like people overwhelmingly are enjoying your take, Steph. So I will concede and say that I think most people enjoy to celebrate Thanksgiving and give it its rightful place, and not be disrespectful of missing a holiday. But I will, I'll have the freedom to celebrate jolly old Saint Nick all through November. So Steph, where can we find you this morning? Are you live on Kick?
I am just on Kick this morning. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, nice. And
I
what's
wanted to bring wholesomeness back to Twitch, but
ooh,
the Twitch CEO is like kind of disgusting.
yeah.
So I don't really want to support that platform anymore.
No, I think
So I am. Yeah.
I think it's rats leaving a sinking ship at this point, or at least it should be. I mean, that platform is a hellscape. So.
Yeah. Did you hear what happened to him? I think like he got arrested for like people were like going into his computer and finding a bunch of stuff. I don't know. He got caught doing a bunch of nasty things. So
Ooh.
I don't want to support his platform.
What was the other thing that happened? There was like a ton of drama that I completely missed, but there was all this stuff with Asmongold. He got banned or something for, and then there was this woman who was saying like, oh, I hope all the vets get PTSD and I hate veterans and all this. Like, what the hell was going on Twitch for that like week or month? All that stuff happened. Did you follow any of that?
I followed some of it, not all of it. I have like a basic understanding of what happened, and I've seen some of the videos. So Asmongold was actually like said something very controversial about the war. So he got like, did I do this wrong again? I did this wrong again.
Oh no.
So he got suspended, or he got like they wanted to ban him, but I think he got banned for a certain amount of time, and he's back. And then that girl, I don't even know what her streaming name was, but yeah, she got clipped out saying that all vets deserve what they get and they have PTSD and all that stuff, and she's happy that they have it, they deserve it. And then like she doubled down, like I think like a couple of days later after her clip went viral. And just nothing really, I don't think anything happened to her, or she only got suspended for 3 days. It was something like that.
Yeah.
It was something like that. But
of course, yeah, because I mean, like,
yeah, Asmongold said some bad stuff. Okay, Pylon has it in your chat. He said some bad stuff about Palestine people. It didn't go down well. Yeah, it didn't. But yeah, that girl, I think she only got banned for like a couple of days. So she didn't get banned for very long. And I think that the only reason she got banned was because like it backfired on Twitter. Like she went viral on Twitter and people were like, hey, you banned Asmongold. You need to ban this girl too. Like it has to be fair. And what she said is very disrespectful. But at the same time, like what she said sort of, she's, I don't know where she is. I'm not too sure. But like the counter argument was that like under free speech, she should be able to say whatever she wants to. But under the terms and guidelines, what she said was very hateful. So it was kind of like, it was this huge thing. But I think she did get banned for like a few days. That's why like when she came back, she sort of like reacted to her video and then she like doubled down on what she said. Nothing happened to her. Yeah.
No, of course not. I mean, it tracks. It's like if you talk poorly about a foreign entity that we should really have no involvement with, instant ban, instant criticism, instant cancellation. But God forbid you talk poorly about our own people. That's totally fine. I mean, that's cool. Wish upon them violence and wish upon them, horrid things for them to deal with. So
it's very sad, that like people, a lot of like the liberal people don't really care about vets. It's very sad that they're always like, you deserve what you get. And I've known about this like for a really long time. So one of my good friends or a bunch of my good friends, very close friends, have been in the military. Most of them, because like I live in a military town, so like this is where everybody comes for basic training, and there's graduations every Friday. And my best friend's husband is military, and my closest friend is also military, and I have a couple of other military friends, and they've always told me that like when they go to more liberal towns, and they're they go there for like TDYs or they're stationed there for a little while, like sometimes they'll be walking around and every single one of them, it's not like it happens every day, it's like an everyday occurrence, but they've all faced like if they're out in uniform, they've all faced like some bad things being said to them, at them, by more progressive people, and like a couple of them have actually been spit on here.
Jeez.
Like, in the US they've been spit on while in uniform, and they there's protests that happened. Now this was years ago that like they were telling me the story, but but when I heard it, I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I didn't realize that any of that was happening. I didn't know that, I figured because of where I grew up and how I was raised, like everybody had, everyone, regards like the military with a specific, with good respect. You always respect the military because they're doing what you can't. They're doing what you wouldn't want to do. These are volunteers that are coming and serving our country and protecting our country. So like, it's almost a reflex when like you see someone on a Friday who has just graduated, or you see someone in uniform, you kind of like nod at them or something, or you say like thank you for your service or whatever. It depends, but yeah, like I've always grown up that way. I thought that's how it was everywhere, and I guess like nope, it's not. And it was very surprising when they told me that.
Yeah, I feel like you hear about that stuff. The whole vets getting spit on or whatever. I heard about that, during the Vietnam era, when they were coming home because they felt so strongly that America shouldn't be involved in that war. And so they would come home on these buses, and the second they'd get off the bus, they'd have all these protesters spitting on them and throwing trash at them and stuff. And that, that type of abuse from your own people is pretty... Because, these guys aren't the ones that are perpetuating the... what is that called? The industrial military complex. They're pawns in a chess game, right? They just want to serve their country. It's the bigwigs upstairs. It's the machine that's really profiting off of the loss of life, sending our dudes to, to hell. Not hell, act like hell in terms of sending them into a awful scenario in a war zone somewhere. So, but yeah, no, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I've dealt with that in dating, but never out in public. Like, I've had women that really didn't like the fact that I served, or, on dating apps where women have messaged me on the app and been like, "You're a garbage human being," like on one of my military photos or something like that, or what?
Wow, really?
Oh yeah, because I have like some of my military uniform photos on my,
Yeah.
well, used to. I haven't been on the dating apps in about a year, but when I was on there, yeah, I forget what she said. It was something like, yeah, it was something to the effect of like degenerate, or or like just something awful, just like, "Oh, thanks." Yeah.
Wow.
But
That's terrible.
yeah. But so I mean, so I guess
I
it.
don't like dating apps. They're so impersonal.
Oh, yeah, they're the worst.
I don't like them. I've been on so I was on them for a little bit. And
Any luck? Any keepers?
Oh yeah. Yes, but I just thought it was really weird. I just thought it was so weird.
Why? Just the whole concept of it?
No. So like, yes, I have luck. I had luck, and I met a couple of cool people, and we went out a few times. But like, but I don't know. It's just like it's the idea that like anybody can find you on the app, and
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
So I was like, well, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
And I like deleted it. I would always delete it like after. I would always get on and then delete it after like a certain amount of time. Like I think I got on one like 3 times and then I deleted it after like, I don't know, a week maybe. Once I deleted it after a couple of days. I was just like, nah, I don't want to do this again.
Did you know there's actually an app, a dating app that is solely for celebrities and men and women who are of like high status?
Yes.
Bear with me, because I know chat is probably like, come on, what does that even mean? That's ridiculous. But yeah, there's an app one of our family friends is on, and she said that you have to be invited. Like like you have to get a recommendation, and you have to be invited to the app by someone who's already a user or something. And then the people who are on there are only either, private celebrities or people who, like I said, have a certain status. Wild. So pretty crazy. I mean, I guess if you're in that realm of celebrity status or whatnot, it makes sense. But yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that app. I don't know what it's called though.
You should try it. You should go on. You should get invited.
Yeah, because I know so many celebrities that are on that app.
Yeah, you never know.
Let me see what it's called. Celebrity.
There may be a few, but the one that I'm thinking of is I don't know the name of, but
it's called Raya.
Yes.
Raya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I knew it existed. I just didn't know.
You just didn't know what the name was. Oh, but
a private community.
Ooh.
Oh. It says we are a private community where people come to connect for dating, networking, and friendship. Why am I hiccuping? Ah. Okay. Why am I hiccuping? I'm not getting upset. What's going on? Maybe it's because I was talking about dating apps. That's why. Let me see.
Did you? Oh, I was gonna ask before I forget. What are you building over on your channel?
Oh yeah, I didn't even say. I'm building orchids.
What?
Lego orchids.
Like the flowers?
Yes, the flowers.
Oh,
so
cool.
This is what I'm building today.
That's cute.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's really
excited.
pretty. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
So this was gifted to me. I think like for my birthday by Spirian. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Nice. Do you have the black and white cat from Costco Lego?
No.
Aw.
No, I don't.
Have you seen that though?
I have. Yeah. Maybe I should buy that. That way I can build it.
Well, no. I mean, Christmas is coming up. Why not just have someone get it for you?
I'll gift it to you for at a meetup. Well, because I'll build it and then I'll gift it to you. Like, here you go.
To me, no, that's yours. I don't want it.
You're like, no, my background is set. I don't want a Lego cat.
Well, my other cat, my real cat, would be kind of jealous. I don't know if he'd like it or not, but no, I mean if I would be honored. Don't get me wrong. I that's very sweet of you, but
Yeah, I didn't get the Lego cat. I saw like a few people that like a few Lego builders who I follow on Instagram who bought it and put it together. But, I mean, it looks really cool. But
nice.
But yeah, I wasn't interested in buying the kitty.
No. Our favorite gay, Josh, is in the chat. He says, "Don't worry, Steph. I'll send you an invite to Raya."
Well, thank you. Yeah.
All right, let's glue these doors in. So, you have got to tell us. So last week we were not here, which means that you guys were doing a meetup. So you got to tell me how the convention was, how the trip was, how the meetup went, all that good stuff. Your favorite part. I would love to hear more about it. I think the chat. I don't know if chat has heard about it, but yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's true. It's only been like a week, huh? It feels like the meetup was like a month ago.
It really does feel like it's been forever ago.
Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Yeah, it feels like the meetup was forever. Risk it for a biscuit. What's up? He said San Antonio was a blast. It was a really good time. The Ricky Bobby's Sports Bar where they held the meetup. That is such a great bar. I love it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's such a great bar. I always love the meetups. I freaking always love the meetups. So it was a good time. I love the meetups, but like for the most part, whenever we do meetups, I'm always like working, so I'm like behind the merch table.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I like every now and then, or once we're done, and we can, and like there's someone to like handle, you know, the merch table and like sort of chill back there. I get to like walk around and everything. So, but I always love the meetups because I like, you know, meeting everybody and saying hi to everybody. But it's the stuff that like you do outside of the meetup that's really fun too. So I think like probably my favorite thing was I think there were a couple of times that, you know, I went downtown and hung out with people on the Riverwalk. So I got to hang out with like the Riververse crew on the Riverwalk, and like we had dinner, and then afterwards like me and the Soskas hung out with some people that are in chat.
Ooh. Exclusive
well as, like,
access.
Yeah. So, but like, you know, X-Wing was down there. Biscuit was down there. Alec Baldwin speaker, was he down there? I can't remember. Raider was down there. So like, I don't think ABF was he? I can't remember. I don't know. I was drinking a lot, but
oh my lord.
But yeah, like there were a lot of people. ABF wasn't there. Okay, Riskit just said he wasn't there. Okay, I was just making sure.
Risket. That's cool that Risket was there. I got to see him briefly.
Yeah,
I think
that was really cool. Just hanging out. Because I live in San Antonio and I pretty much I've seen everything. Even like all of the new spots, I'll anything that like kind of opens up, I'll go to just to see it. I don't really like go to these places or really appreciate it as much, but yeah, we were downtown. Everybody, the Saska sisters, were like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I think I could like totally live here. Like, this is gorgeous, and it really is. And I think like because I live here, I don't really appreciate it as much as people who are visiting. So. But no, that was a blast. I loved that, and I don't know, just like seeing the team again was pretty awesome too, because I haven't seen them since I moved back home.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, wait. Well, I haven't seen them since I visited, like the one time. So seeing them was pretty cool. I didn't really get to spend a lot of time with them though, because they were like always streaming or so I didn't really like get to spend too much time with them, but I loved seeing them again. And then just hanging out with X-Ray Girl and Kara. I freaking love it.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are 3 peas in a pod.
I freaking love hanging out with them. It's so much fun.
So how was Space gone too? Because you got to go actually to the convention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like kind of like a Dallas Fan Expo or like a MegaCon, or was it smaller? Was it
smaller? It's a lot smaller. I've been to a few cons that have come here, and usually for the most part they're all really small. Like they're very small. There's a lot of vendors and a lot of artists. So like if you're I think like there's more artists than there are vendors. So like if you're an art collector, like if that's like what you like to see and collect, like these types of meetups or these types of cons would be like your jam, right? But it's always a lot smaller. It's like totally not as big as MegaCon. As far as like I've seen, I can't remember which con it was. I think it was I can't remember which con it was. Oh my gosh. It was like one of the anime cons that came to San Antonio. That's probably maybe the biggest one that I've seen. But this one wasn't as big. It was pretty small. I think that like the celebrity room was like the biggest room. Because like the con, if you could put like the con part in the room with like the celebrities, right? Like the celebrity alley or whatever. It was pretty small.
Did you get to?
But that means you could see everything. So.
yeah. I was about to say that makes it pretty easy to get around then. So, did you get to buy anything? Did you buy any art or anything like that?
No, I didn't buy any art. I bought like I didn't really like want to buy anything. I walked around and saw everything, but as far as like buying stuff, I'm sort of limiting myself to some things. But I bought like some anime things. Like I bought some earrings and some stickers.
Ooh. I need my. I'm surprised they had.
And like a little pin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes those smaller ones can actually be, maybe not, like, I don't want to say more fun, but they really can be a blast, just because you're able to see everything and walk around to all the different booths and, like, actually meet people, and it doesn't feel so chaotic. So, but yeah, never been to SpaceCon, but I hear good things. Yeah, it was a lot smaller. Don't get me wrong. There were some things that I really wanted to buy. Like there were some great statues there, like some old toys that like I really wanted to buy, but yeah, I was limiting myself. I think I bought more alcohol than I did. Oh my god.
than I did like actual stuff from the con.
I was about to say, well, good for you, and then I was like, well, I guess hey, you put your money, put your money where you want. So,
They had beer there, so I got some beer.
I love
got
it.
some beer with Beardo. I had to.
Oh, old Beardo. Josh says, yeah, I prefer being behind the merch table. It can get pretty hectic at those meetups, man, where it's just like, you know what, it might just be easier to just sit back here. And then Cajun, what's happening, Cajun? How are the Tigers doing this year, brother? I didn't watch them yesterday. I was watching Tennessee, and I was watching frickin' Texas Tech pull out a win, and then Texas A&M lose. That was not good for anyone. But Cajun says, yeah, Kyle loves meetups. That he does.
You know who I saw?
Who?
After I haven't seen him in a minute. Foul Ball. Matt was
Oh
there.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I saw that Matt was hanging out with you guys. How cool.
Yeah, Matt was there. I got so excited when I saw him. I was like, oh my gosh, where have you been?
It really has been since 2 Vegases ago or something. Maybe 3.
Yeah, no, maybe 1 Vegas. So not last year Vegas, but the Vegas before that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so Matt was there. I got to hang out with Matt. So that was another highlight because it's always fun to see people who have. And I actually talked to him about this. I was like, he's like, yeah, I was kind of nervous coming back. I was like, no, dude, we're gonna be here. So he sort of, did his own thing for a little while, and then came back, and he's just like, people remember me. I was like, of course people remember you.
I think it can be intimidating when, you have a channel, but if you take time off of it, or if you begin to, start doing full-time work somewhere else, you wonder am I still with this friend group? Do people remember or recognize me, even though I haven't really been active on the channel? So I understand his thoughts there for sure. I mean, I'm guessing that's what he's saying, or what he was trying to allude to, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was so much fun seeing him.
That's so rad. Yeah, he's good people.
Yeah. He's very good people. Good peeps. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to him, you should sub. He's been streaming a lot on his channel now too, which is cool.
Good. Yeah, it's good to see people get back into it. Risk, it says LSU sucks. Damn. That's why I didn't see them, Cajun. Yeah, they had a bye week, but they're going to be at Bama. Oh, Bama's going to be playing them in Louisiana. Very well.
Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Oh, man, I did this totally wrong at the bottom. Sorry. Louisiana. You know what I want to watch again? I want to rewatch True Blood. Have you ever watched True Blood?
I did not. What is True Blood? Is that the one with the girl who plays Karen in Daredevil?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is. It's with her. Yeah, Deborah something.
Deborah Anwall.
Deborah Anwall, yeah.
I like her a lot, but...
Yeah. Yes, it's with her. You see her naked in True Blood.
Well, okay, now I need to watch True Blood. No, I'm kidding.
She gets naked in True Blood. A lot of the women get naked. Nikki.
Well, I mean, it is a vampire show, so I guess that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Very sensual.
I actually, for a while, didn't vibe with her character on True Blood. I found her annoying, but, she sort of grows on you.
Oh, okay.
She plays Jessica.
Jessica.
Jessica. I want to rewatch True Blood. I freaking love it. I love it. Love it. But no, it stars the girl. I can't remember her name. What is her name? Suki.
What made you want to rewatch?
She plays what's her name? Oh, Cajun Corey got it. She plays the Rogue. She plays Rogue in the X-Men movies. I can't remember her name.
Oh, yeah. She's great.
Yeah, so she stars in that. I freaking love True Blood. I want to watch it again.
What made you think of that? Just the Halloween season, or?
No, because I've been watching. I've been watching Twilight. Like.
Oh no.
Yeah, I rewatched a lot of Twilight, and when I was putting the movies away, like my True Blood collection was like right next to it, and I was like, well, I kind of want to watch True Blood now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because I have all the seasons on Blu-ray, and so when I was putting my Twilight stuff away, and by the way, I think like who asked Gary? Someone asked Gary. I think it was Mahler. I think it was Mahler. He asked Gary like, how did? Because I watched Twilight at Gary's house when I was house sitting. Anna Paquin, thank you. And they were like, oh, do you have Twilight? Do you have those movies? How did she get it? Is it streaming? And Gary was like, I don't know, maybe it's on streaming. But it's not on streaming. I actually searched, it's not on streaming. I brought my movies over.
Oh my god. You tainted his theater setup with your movies. Wow.
Funny.
Steph, how could you? That's amazing. That's too funny. Yeah, he was a good sport about it. He was a really good sport about it.
It's so funny. I don't know. Like I sort of like, I think when Breaking Dawn came out, I was finally like sort of excited about watching it. Because I was never like a huge, what are they called, twihards? I was never a huge twihard, but I appreciated the movies for what they were, right? It started off like being annoyed with the movies because my best friend annoyed me with like her excitement for them. She's like, oh my gosh, you have to watch it, you have to watch them. So I was sort of
you were almost like turned off to the idea.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't want to watch them because you're so excited. No, it sounds corny. But yeah, but she like got me to go see, I think it was like, or she got me to see the first Twilight movie. She told me to watch it, so I did. Before I went and saw New Moon with her. And then I went and saw New Moon with her, and it ends with like a proposal, and since the books were already out, I was like, well, what happens next? And she wouldn't tell me.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's how you get a...
she wouldn't tell me.
That's how you get a twihard. Yeah.
Yeah. She gave me her books to read, so I read them out of order. So, like, I read Eclipse, and then I read Breaking Dawn. And then I read Twilight and New Moon. So, like, I totally read all of the books out of order. And I read her book, Eclipse, and I gave it back to her, and I went and bought Breaking Dawn, and then I went and bought the other 3 books to read.
Oh my gosh. You were just engrossed in them? You were just like, I can't put it down.
Well, it was more of the things that were like, okay, so I know that like these movies are gonna be different, right? Kind of like in the Harry Potter movies, right? They're not gonna be completely faithful to they're not gonna completely adapt it like how it is in the book, but I wanted to see how closely the Twilight movies were adapted in comparison to the book, so that's why I went and read the first 2.
Oh my gosh. How well of a job did they do you think?
They left out a few things.
I mean, it's not like it's high fantasy or like high, it's not like Shakespeare or Tolkien or something, but it still probably has some things that could have, like, because would you say the books or the movies are better?
Well, the books are always better than the movies, I think.
Oh, okay.
I do like the books better. They left out a few things that, you know, I wouldn't have minded seeing in the movie, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it was fine. I think the books are a lot better, but it was fine. Ugh. Trying to put these things on here. They keep moving.
Are Twilight fans
I kind
as...
of want,
Oh, go
I kind
ahead.
of want to go back and reread the books, but I can't find my books.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I'm not even joking. Like you're like, oh no, and laughing, but like I can't find my books, and it's freaking me out because I'm like, where are my Twilight books? Like they're not with all of my collection of books. They are legit missing. Like I'm not sure where they're at.
Maybe someone from the G&G house like stole them while you were there.
No, I didn't even bring them to the G&G house.
Oh.
I left all of my books and all of my comics at home. Like I left them in storage, and then some of them were in my were in the closet, were in a storage closet at my mom's house too. So like, where are my books at? What happened to my Twilight books? I have no idea where they're at.
Did you
Freaking me out.
Did you loan them to another like someone that you were trying to get into as a Twilight fan?
No, this is like years later. They've always been in this one spot, so that's why I'm like freaking out. Like they've always been where my Harry Potter books are. So like, I have my Harry Potter books and I don't have my Twilight books. I don't know where they're at.
Well, maybe that can be your Christmas gift this year, is like a brand new Ultimate Edition of Twilight. Do they do that? Like re-release it in like a beautiful hardbound, leather-bound re-release?
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no clue. I've always just had my rough books that have been through a lot.
So wait, has Gary seen the Twilight series?
No.
Okay. And you made him watch one of the movies?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
I was gonna say that's asking a lot to have him watch one, but to play it in his movie theater, that's pretty funny.
It's a start. What's up, Psychotic Mongoose?
Hey, Psychotic. Raphael Pont says, hey, first-time watcher. Well, thanks for being here, man. He is also a member. Hope you're enjoying. And then Miranda, Wargamer Girl, says, Twilight is a bit fascinating because it started as a fan fiction on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Stephanie Meyers got something very different out of that series than I did. Interesting.
Yeah.
Because
what's funny was that Twilight led to 50 Shades of Grey, which was a fan fiction.
Oh my god.
Of Edward and Bella. It was a fan fiction of Twilight. That's how it started out. Yeah. And then it turned into 50 Shades of Grey.
So all of these things are just shipping fan fiction stories?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, it literally started off as like as fan fiction. I can't remember what her name is, the author of 50 Shades of Grey, but she was in like these what are they? These forums, and she would write her own fan fiction, and some people liked it and some people didn't, just because of, you know, she would put like bondage stuff in there between Edward and Bella, and people were like, no, like Edward wouldn't do that. Like they got really upset by it. Some people like really liked it, so.
Interesting.
Yeah, it started off with fan fiction. Mm-hmm. Fanfic, shipping fanfic. Hardcore bondage fan fiction.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how this gun wants to be.
My mom borrowed them. My mom would never read Twilight.
Oh no.
Yeah. So my mom is like very much into Shakespeare. That's like what she loves reading that.
Oh, that's cool.
She reads, yeah. She would never read Twilight. Even if I wanted her to, she'd like scoff at the idea.
Is Twilight one of those books that you have to read like in the bathtub with a candle?
No, don't read books in the bathtub with a candle.
That's how all
No.
the suburban moms or wine ants read their smut novels, though, I thought.
You're only supposed to be in the bathtub for like maybe 10, 15 minutes at max. Like that's
Not
you just like lay
not
in
hours.
there. That's it. You're not supposed to spend like 30 minutes to an hour in a tub. One, the water would like get super cold, but like it's just not. It's not healthy for you. You're not supposed to spend that much time. I think that's one of the reasons why like I really do not like those TikToks that like show specific like how these baths, they'll like create content around like bathtubs and creating like these baths these themed baths on TikTok, and I hate them because I'm like, dude, that's a lot of time in the tub. Like, you're not supposed to spend that much time in the bathtub. It's gross. Stop it.
What are themed bathtub times? What? That's on TikTok?
It's on TikTok, yeah. Like themed bathtubs, like someone will make like a Halloween themed bathtub or a Valentine's Day or like a relaxation one, and they have like all this stuff that they put in the bath that's available in the TikTok shop, but it's made, the content is curated to make you go and buy this stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
TikTok shop, man, all this stuff I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Like on that creator's TikTok shop, or there's just like a massive TikTok shop?
Well, there is a massive TikTok shop, but every creator can have their own, where like they have their recommendations, and then it's kind of like Amazon affiliate codes, like they get commission.
Gotcha.
For it. Yeah.
Do you watch the Boom Kid and the dad and that TikTok sensation with the Rizzler?
No.
Have you seen that?
Yes, I've seen him. No, I don't watch that.
Oh, come on. You totally watch those guys.
No, I don't.
I feel like
There's some guys that I do watch though. They're like, they look like a big gang, right? It's a gang, like hood guys, like with their gang leader. He's like this big guy, and they're all dressed like that, right? Like they look like a gang. They look like a gang or something. I don't know. But they'll do these. Oh my god, let me see if I can pull one up. They're so funny. They'll do like these songs, right? So like one of them is Moana, How Far I'll Go, and they'll lip sync to that, but it'll look like they're supposed to be in a different music video, because
that's funny. Like it looks like they're
the way they're dressed. They'll be like, here's the dun 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 dun. Oh my, it is so funny. I need to send you like one of them.
Oh no.
It's so good. They're so funny.
So they're acting like they're in some like ghetto thug gangster rap video, but they'll be singing Moana. Is that what I'm hearing?
They'll be singing Moana. It's the funniest thing.
Nice.
Psychotic Mongoose. The only TikTok I've really seen have been from Steph streams. Yeah, my TikTok talks. I haven't really been doing those lately. It's because I needed a break from TikTok. Like it was, it would make me angry. But there's been a lot of drama on TikTok, so maybe I need to bring that shit back.
What's the drama?
Oh my gosh, it's like this whole story and lore. Usually when I do TikTok talks, it's if there's like a whole story behind something, then I'll cover that, like Risa Tisa, right? And
oh my lord, I remember Risa Tisa.
Like I'll cover that. If there's like some celebrity drama and people talking about it on TikTok, then I'll cover the celebrity drama. But for the most part, when I do my TikTok streams, it's talking about like overconsumption and consumerism, and how people have like gotten out of control when it comes to specific trends, and how like some people have like kind of made it like their whole identity and their whole way of life, right? These people that hop on trends. Well, like right now, there's been a huge thing involving like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods, like those specific stores.
Okay.
And the Hello Kitty craze that has taken over. But it's gotten so bad that like there's this one specific, I think it's like a Marshalls. There's one specific Marshalls in California where this lady spends her entire day camped out at the store.
Oh no.
Yeah. She spends her entire day camped out in the store. Like she'll from opening to close, she is in the store. And it's like, and she's a reseller. So like it's like a team effort. So like she has friends bring her food. She'll have people like take over and walk the store for her. She has like employees hide stuff for her or tell her like, hey, we're about to put this out. And she literally stays in the store the entire day. And so it led to people like getting fed up because you could never find certain things at this. Oh, and she'll get like violent and she'll call the cops on you. And she's like threatened to, you know, she once called like her sister and her friends to come and beat up this one shopper who got to the Hello Kitty stuff before her. Like it's crazy. They literally came to beat up this shopper because they got to the Hello Kitty stuff before her.
That is insane.
It's insane. Yeah, it's crazy. So then that led to a bunch of people talking about her on TikTok, and that she almost became like super famous as like a fixture there at Marshall's, right? So people would create TikToks of them like getting ready. So like getting ready to go see the Hello Kitty lady over at this Marshall's. Let's see if we can find her today. So it led to people hunting for this lady and like, look, I found her. She's here. Like, it's true. Everything that people are saying is true, right? Like, she's literally there all day long. And so then it led to like people coordinating and being like, well, what time doesn't she leave? She has to leave. Like, people have to eat, right? She has to leave to go and eat. And so it led to like them sort of like camping out and finding out like when she's gone. And some people are like, nope, she has people bring her food. Like I've seen her eating at the Target or at the Marshall. So like she has people eating there, right? Tazrin, hi Tazrin. So then that led to this whole thing being coordinated, right? So she has like this whole lore of her putting like her Stanley Cup in front of the door so that she's first in line, right? So she'll put her Stanley Cup down there to hold her spot in line, and then she'll go and sit down in this bench or whatever. That led to so many people, so many women getting together, and they put all of their cups at the front of the store, and there were tons of women there. Like, it was like this huge thing that like all of these women got there at the store at opening, so that way she doesn't get any Hello Kitty stuff at the opening of the store.
Oh my god.
It was this huge thing that went out on TikTok. I was like, oh my god.
Wait, Steph, you absolutely need to do a TikTok talks on this. This goes down the rabbit hole like Risa Tisa.
Oh my gosh, yeah, there's like all this lore around this lady. I couldn't believe it.
Oh my god.
I thought that was so funny. There was like this coordination between people on TikTok who live in that area who got together.
Is she like
denied her, like they didn't deny her entry to the store, but they were there to make sure that like she didn't get anything that morning at the store.
Yeah.
Nothing Hello Kitty. They were gonna get all of the stuff. It was so freaking funny.
Denied her the access.
I couldn't believe it. I was dying laughing.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, that's so. What shocks me as well is that can't these stores like Marshalls and TJ Maxx and all these different Target, can't they say like, hey, you're loitering. You've been here for 12 hours today. Leave, right? Like, can't they say that as their personal own business or whatever?
I mean, you would think, right? I would think that that's considered loitering.
Yeah.
But I guess like the employees help her or something. I don't know if she gives them anything for like helping her out. But yeah, like she's I mean, she's there all day long. Like, I saw this one TikTok of this girl who went to go and look for her, and she found her, and she had been sitting on the furniture that, like, they're selling. She was just sitting on the furniture eating. And they're selling. This is furniture that they're meant to sell to someone, right? And she's
Oh
sitting on
my
this furniture
god.
Yeah, so it's like, at what point does it become loitering? Like, why aren't they kicking her out?
That's nuts. Yeah. I cannot believe that. What a wild time we live in. What is this timeline?
I don't know. I just found it so funny when all of the women got together and then went to the store.
That's actually pretty based. The women doing that to like not let her get any of that.
Yeah, they were like so tight. Well, like it started a whole conversation about resellers, right? It's like, stop buying this stuff.
Yeah.
Because like I guess like all of the Hello Kitty stuff is what's popular right now. So sometimes like I guess like there was this blanket, it was a Halloween specific blanket, and what makes these items so coveted is that because they're putting them out at like Marshall's and TJ Maxx, like the store only gets a certain amount. It's not an abundance amount, it's not tons of them. They only get limited stock of like these specific things. So that's why like they become so coveted, because, you're one of the, I don't know, 20 people that got this blanket. So the resellers will go, they'll buy them all, and then they'll resell them for like, and this is like maybe like a $25 blanket. They'll resell it for like $300.
Jeez.
And what's terrible is that like these women who want the blanket, they'll buy it. So as long as there's a market, the resellers will be there.
Oh yeah.
Like, they'll sell it.
That's like with anything really, but yeah.
Yeah. So like when all of these women came to that store, it was like they were fighting the reseller because she's a reseller. They're like, no, we're not going to allow it anymore.
Oh, so okay, so that makes sense then, because I thought this was just a woman who loved Hello Kitty, but it sounds like this is a woman who's reselling this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, no, she's a reseller. She says that she's a Hello Kitty fan, but before she started reselling all the Hello Kitty stuff, she was a Ray Dunn reseller, which Ray Dunn is another brand that's at Target. I actually have not at Target, at Marshall's and Home Goods, those places. I actually have a few of the mugs. I liked the style. It was very simple, and it would like, it's like a very simple made mug, and it'll have like a word on it or a phrase on it. It'll say like Happy Halloween, like and it's an orange mug, and people are like, oh my gosh, it's a different colored mug, so I'm gonna go and grab the orange mug, right? I mean, it's pretty simple glassware or ceramicware that people go crazy over. So before she was reselling Hello Kitty, she was reselling Ray Dunn stuff. So it's not like she's this huge fan. She's a reseller.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did you see what happened to Peanut and Fred?
Oh no. Yeah. That has been all over the news recently. My goodness.
So I found out about it at like 3 a.m. So like 30 minutes after it was announced that they got euthanized.
Oh wow.
Maybe it was like at 2:30 a.m. I can't remember, but yeah, like 30 minutes after that happened, I saw it on Twitter. I couldn't sleep, so like I was awake and I saw that and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And so like I knew that like the squirrel had been taken away, but I didn't know like to what extent, because like the owners had started like a petition to try and get Peanut and Fred back. Like they started a petition and a bunch of people signed it. They had like tens of thousands of signatures. So they were trying to get him back. And the owners found out through the media that the squirrel
yikes.
and the raccoon had been euthanized. Like they didn't even call them to tell them or give them a heads up or anything like that. They found out through the media.
Oof.
And that's what's so freaking heartbreaking.
Yeah,
that like, you're over here trying to fight for your squirrel, trying to fight to get your pet back, and then you find out that they've been euthanized, and like nobody told you. You found out through the media. Like that was terrible. That had to have been like just heartbreaking. I mean, oh.
Well, I think what I thought was really sad too is that everyone keeps forgetting about Fred the raccoon.
I know.
And like Fred needs justice too. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I know a lot of the, I know that this has become now like a political thing, which I find interesting, because like I think what the right is saying is that, yeah, we need less government interference, because the lady who contacted the New York Wildlife Preserve or whatever it was, she was in Texas. Like, she wasn't even in New York, so she just like told on these loving parents that love this squirrel and raccoon, and then like some Karen got these two animals killed.
Yeah, that was the crazy part. Like, when it was first being reported, I had read that the reason the squirrel, the reason they were euthanized and even investigated was because the squirrel bit someone. That was the initial thing that was being reported. And then it comes out that it was this lady, and during the course of collecting the creatures, of collecting these pets, the squirrel bit someone. But at the same time, and that's why like they had to put them down and test them for rabies because they bit someone. But at the same time, it showed like these people putting on gloves. So like, did he bite through the glove? You had gloves on. Like, did he break the skin? Like, why on earth would you put these creatures down if the people that are collecting these animals were wearing protective gear? So it's so strange as to like why it happened. And then it comes out that people found the woman that actually reported it, and she doesn't even live there. So why on earth would you put so much effort into, like, she had to have said something else that caused this whole thing. Like, it can't be like, oh, they have a squirrel living in their home and the squirrel's unsafe or something like that. Like, she had to have reported more to get like this huge effort, because when they raided them, they were asking that they questioned them for hours. They questioned his wife's immigration status. They searched the house. They were clearly looking for something else. It wasn't just about like the squirrel and the raccoon. They were looking for something else. So like, I think that she reported something more than just the squirrel and the raccoon. It had to have been more than just the squirrel and raccoon, because they were searching his house for something and he couldn't believe it. He was just like, I was being questioned and they were searching my house for hours. I had to be escorted to the bathroom in my own home.
Jeez.
It's like, what were they looking for? What more did she report that had them going through the house and searching for something? And they even asked them, like, do you have cameras? They asked them if they have cameras in their house. And it's funny because I was talking to Disparu about it, and he was like, I thought that they were asking for cameras, like, just in case they have, so that way, like, just in case the police do something, or like the people that are there. And I was like, no, they want to know, they wanted like the cameras there in case they're doing something illegal, so they can like search through the tapes, right? So like, if they find something, they want the footage to prove that like they are doing something illegal. So like, they would want the tapes, so like, it's crazy. So I wonder what specifically she reported other than the squirrel and the raccoon, because like, there's no reason for them to go and search the house like that. Like, that is crazy.
I would have never even thought of that. But Aaron Sparrow, good morning, Aaron. Good to see you, brother. He says, that is a solid theory, Steph. Josh says, I will say, I was mad about this at first, but their vid saying the two were put down was a little sus. It felt like fake crying and no tears. So the weird thing is, like, so it's become massive on Twitter and YouTube, and it's now become a political talking point, and that I don't necessarily understand, because like the right is starting to say like, oh, justice for Peanut and Fred, and then the left is like, why is this even a thing? Like, why are we even talking about this? Like, there's an election in 2 days, and we're talking about a squirrel and a raccoon, so now it's become like a political thing. But then when you look at,
people are seeing like the government overreach, and like if they can do that,
right,
in an investigation of like to get like these two animals taken away from the owners, imagine what they would do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so it's like the government overreach.
Yeah, so. And I think I totally understand that part. It's not necessarily like, well, yes, of course it is about these two lovely, sweet animals that some Karen got killed, but it is also about just the government overreach and why that is such a scary concept, that people can just raid your house and take your pets and kill them.
Yeah.
But I will say too, you've watched his videos though, right, Steph? Like, you've seen the raccoon and squirrel guy's videos?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I swear, like, Josh makes a joke and he says, how is he going to promote his OnlyFans now? But I'm also kind of like, there's some validity to that, because every video, it's just like his bulge and his shirt off. I'm just like,
well, it's not just
wait, what is happening?
A bunch of videos like that, yeah.
So at first I was like, oh, cute squirrel. And then I was like, oh, wait, what? So.
Yeah, like there's this other creator who does like the same thing, but he uses like little tiny chicks to do it. So.
Oh, he does like the big bulge no shirt, but with like little ducks or something, or chickens.
Little chicks, like tiny chicks, because he's like a farmer. He has this, well, kind of a farmer, but he has like his own little sort of like ranch or whatever, and yeah, he'll do the same thing but with chicks. I'll send you the vid, Josh.
I was about to say, I don't need it, but maybe Josh might be interested, so.
I think he might be, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Alright, I think
but yeah, it's not just him. It's like other content creators do that as well. But like the animals were still in a loving home. Right, regardless of how the guy was dressed, like he's.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, they were still in a loving home. So.
I'm just making a stupid observation. But
it's
yes.
a good observation. No, yeah, it's a good observation, because like I've noticed that too.
Yeah, there's definitely intentionality behind what he's doing, but that doesn't discount the fact that these two animals were taken from a mother and father, two people who really loved them and took care of them very well. So it's kind of like, come on, guys, what are we doing?
And like that's led to some legislation being drafted as well, which is good.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I retweeted it. It's one of the, I think it was oh my gosh, I can't remember. Someone in New York drafted Peanuts Law.
Peanuts Law.
Peanuts Law. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because, like, I think that it is pretty disgusting the way the whole situation was handled.
100%.
Like,
yeah.
And the owners are taking legal action against the state, because
good for them.
It's terrible how many judges, like the judge that signed off on it, and how many what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I can't remember what they're called. But how much money went into getting these two animals away from their home, like, and then to euthanize them, like it was great. It's crazy government overreach that happened to these people.
Yeah.
So.
Well, justice for Peanut and Fred. That is a,
Sad.
yeah. Oh yeah, and then imagine, yeah, being those two parents and being like, bro, we just lost our two pets. Like at first they're like, oh yeah, well, at least we can maybe try and get them back. But then to find out that they killed them, it's like, oh my god. Just devastating. But, well, yeah, I guess Josh says he legit has an OnlyFans. Alright, well then there you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his girlfriend does too. Like, if you go to her page, they're not, it's not something that they're, like, trying to hide.
Is he... Oh, okay, well, I was gonna say, is he like a gay content creator, or is he doing, like, scenes with his girlfriend or whatever? But I guess that answers the question. If he has a girlfriend, that tracks.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like you'd be hard-pressed to find creators that don't have...
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Which reminds me, guys, this Christmas, go check out the MVP OnlyFans. The MVPness OnlyFans page will be up and running, and it'll be a Christmas gift to y'all. I'll put a little bow on it, and we'll just we'll go with that. That'll be my first induction into the MVP penis OnlyFans. How many people do you think I could actually get on an OnlyFans page?
I don't know.
Would it have to be a bunch of gay guys, or do you think it'd be like straight women?
I don't know. Josh?
Steph is like, I'm uncomfortable with this question. Don't ask me that.
I don't know. I wouldn't. Like, I don't see the appeal.
No, absolutely not. No, are you kidding me? I would have to have zero respect for myself. I would have to be a lowlife to do that. And I mean, yeah. So, but
like, I see the appeal in like women doing it. But I don't know. I don't see the appeal in like going and searching out a dude's OnlyFans to see him naked. I don't.
I don't really even see the
I think
promote his peanut with peanut.
Yeah.
Well, no, you don't want to call it a peanut.
I wonder if because oh no, see I'm
oh
getting
no.
upset. I don't even want to say it. Yeah. I don't even want to say it.
What? Say it.
Say what I'm thinking. I wonder if like if the squirrel was featured in the OnlyFans.
Oh no.
But not like in a sexual way, just like maybe in the background, or he's naked holding the squirrel, something
like
that.
My
God.
God.
And maybe that's why that lady in Texas got so upset and reported it.
She's like, she subscribed to his OnlyFans because she's like, oh yeah, I want to see some of that content. But then she sees the squirrel and she's like, what the hell is this? Reported. That's crazy. Why is this
but
not?
Then that would mean
to...
that she was on OnlyFans.
Exactly. So she kind of outed herself, but. Yeah, I don't know if he is doing stuff with his squirrel on his OnlyFans page. That'd be.
I don't really.
That'd be pretty wild. Something we'll never.
I feel like everybody has like an OnlyFans page nowadays.
Yeah, you're right.
Do what you want. It's not my cup of tea. You'll never find me there. So.
Josh says it would be both, but there would be a lot of gays that are vocal. There would be a lot of gays that are vocal. Like,
what do you mean by vocal?
Yeah, what do you mean, Josh? Like, in terms of this squirrel guy's OnlyFans page? Alright, so I think we're almost done here. we've been on a roll. We've got the main hole created on this bad boy. So now we need to make the weapons, which should be fun. But man, these tanks take forever, unfortunately.
It looks cool though. Whoa, that looks good.
Yeah, I think it's turned out to be cool.
Wow.
Wow, an avocado.
Awesome.
Thanks.
That looks awesome.
Oh, the tank? I was doing the... Oh, an avocado. Thanks.
No, the tank looks...
Oh. Well, thank you.
The tank looks cool.
Well, it is
So
I mean...
So once you build that tank, how does it factor into... Because I don't know anything about Warhammer. How does it factor into, like, your table play?
So... The cool thing about this tank in particular is that it is a transport vehicle, but it's also like got some of the dopest weapons on board. Especially with Black Templars, you can customize some of the weapon like loadouts on this bad boy. But the cool thing is that it can transport 16 of your like regular troops, or like even it's like I think it's something like 16 regular troops or like 10 heavy troops or something like that. I need to look at the rules again. But it's a great transport, and then when you transport it onto the battlefield and you're able to, you know, get it within range of an enemy unit, if you disembark the troops that are within the hole, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, those same guys can make a charge in the same turn, which other tanks cannot do. So that's why this is a really... It's high in points, but it's so worth it. And it's pretty expensive. I think the kit is like $100. 100... No, actually 150.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's an expensive kit, but it is totally worth it if you're playing it on a tabletop. So...
That's neat. Okay.
But...
So, like, if you're playing on a tabletop, then... Are you limited to what you have? Like, is your gameplay like limited to what you have? You know what I mean? Like, is like you bought this tank, so now you can include that in your gameplay. If you didn't have the tank, can you still like say like, well, I have this tank and I'm gonna bring it in, or no?
No, unfortunately not. You can do proxy models, which basically means like if I had a figure, like, you know, like one of the little figures, if I had a model that was the same size and had the same base and like everything, I could say this is going to proxy for my hero character or whatever, or like my warlord. But what's tough is that GW or Games Workshop kind of wants you to buy all this stuff. So even if I didn't have this tank, I couldn't put just a cardboard box on the table and say, this is my tank. Yeah, this is my proxy for a tank. Like, it would have to be the actual tank. Now, if I was just playing like a friend at home, I could totally do that. I mean, there's no rules against that for that, But yeah, at the Games Workshop store, they want the actual models. So.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So is it like the more you spend on like the good stuff, the more you win?
I wish. That'd be great. I just buy all the great stuff I need and then just win all the time. But no, I mean, you do have to go out of pocket a pretty decent amount to get some of these kits, but it really does matter on what army you choose, and then based off of that army, how you play it, and if you're like a good strategist. So that's really how you win. But, you know, because ultimately, if everyone comes in with the same amount of money, but you're a better tabletop player, you'll win 10 times out of 10. Even if the other player has, like, I don't know, more money. So, which I guess is a good way to play.
It's interesting. I know nothing about Warhammer, things like that, so.
That's okay. I mean, I would never want to force anyone to just sit down and listen to me talk about Warhammer, so. Because it's intense, like, there's a lot, and I think for a lot of people it just gets overwhelming, and I totally understand. So, I think if someone asks, I'll gladly talk about it, but then there are other times where I'm just like, maybe I won't get too nerdy about it.
Dude, you should like go all in, go full nerd. Have you done, yeah, go all in. Have you done like Warhammer specific streams where you talk about how to start in Warhammer in tabletop? And
No.
you should get so nerdy with it.
I think it would be fun. I know Epic Meek and I want to try and get together and do something like that, but yeah, that's a good idea, Steph. Thank you for the concept, because I do think that there are a lot of people in our sphere, like in the fellowship, that know of Warhammer but really don't know how to get started or where or how, all that stuff. So
you should go full, yeah, do it. You should even like make I would make like content. That's because like YouTube content, like how to get started in Warhammer, and you know, like go from like the basics. Like these are the factions that you can choose, and the reasons why you should choose, you know, why one is better than the other, or you know what they are, because that's like content that's ageless.
yeah, it's evergreen. I mean,
yeah,
I
you should probably do that. I feel like your knowledge in Warhammer is probably...
No, it's... I mean, I appreciate it, but it is not to that extent, unfortunately. Like, I could talk about my army, but I couldn't talk in depth about, like, other armies. So... Okay. I think that's...
You and Mike combine forces.
Yeah, now we're talking. So then...
Combined with your powers combined.
Yeah.
You now have an epic Warhammer stream.
We could be like the average Warhammer fan nerds. Because, like, I think we know a good amount, but not enough to be like... Here are all the stratagems for each army that you want... And it's like... Whew, okay. That would be a pretty, you know, that would be like an hour or two live stream that, yeah, I don't know.
It'd be a good live stream though. I bet people would like it. I bet people would dig it.
I hope so. Yeah, it'd be cool. Psychotic says, games like Space Marine 2 get more people interested. Oh yeah, 100% Psychotic. I mean, that's a great point. And there's a part of me that's like, oh my god, that's awesome. I love how many people are getting into Space Marine 2. Because it seems like there are a lot of just genuine people who are interested and are like, oh hell yeah, Space Marine 2, this is so cool. But then you have the people who are like, oh, I'm so glad that it's becoming mainstream now, because now we have more fans and we can make it more inclusive and we can make it more diverse, and now we can start bringing this in, or to reach a larger modern audience, and that's what scares me. Because when you think about every other franchise, the modernization or the mainstream is what killed it. Like, it wasn't niche anymore. It became like the cool thing. And so that's what worries me, is that I would prefer Games Workshop and Warhammer to stay pretty niche. But I understand that a lot of people are kind of like, well, that's lame. But I don't know.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think that the types of people, the modern audience that they're looking for, has the patience.
Yes,
for
that's
something
true.
like this.
That's true. Yeah.
It's like for me, when I think of the modern audience that they're fishing for, I think of like, you know, the TikTok people.
Yeah.
Like that's who they're fishing for, you know. But the TikTok people have they're on TikTok for a reason. It's short form content. It is very quick content, something that like they can get a quick endorphin hit and then, you know, go to the next video, you literally have to catch someone's attention on TikTok within the first like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That's how much time you have to grab someone on TikTok and keep their attention for them to watch your like either 30-second to 1 minute TikTok, right? Like,
right.
Or however long your TikToks are. You have like 3 or 4 seconds to grab their attention. So the modern audience that they're looking for has a very short attention span. They don't have the patience to do what you're doing. Are you kidding? And that's why it'll fail, because, and also it's not like they're going to stay with the brand. Like, they're not brand loyalists. What they are trend loyalists, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So if a certain trend kicks off, then they'll be loyal to that trend until the next one arrives. Which is why I'm shocked that the Acolyte backlash, or, you know, outcry lasted as long as it did. Because normally, and I think that it lasted as long as it did was because like the bigger creators kind of like kept it alive. Otherwise, people would have just completely moved on, right? I think that the drama behind the Acolyte being canceled kept it alive a little bit longer than it normally would have been alive. People would have bitched about it for a few days and then moved on to the next thing. But the drama is what helped keep that sort of like fresh in people's minds. Because even the actors had already moved on from the Acolyte.
Oh my gosh.
The actors had already moved on. So it was interesting to see all of that play out. But yeah, the audience that they want, they're not going to stay for the long haul. Not at all. And that's why like that business model is eventually going to fail, and it's already failing.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, I do agree with you that I think that the Star Wars fan base, or the people who want to get Games Workshop or Warhammer into the mainstream, the fans that they're trying to reach out to do not have the patience or the time or the money or the interest in something like Games Workshop or Warhammer. So I remember there was a YouTuber who said that a lot of these like fake geek girls and soy boy shill guys, they like things because, or they like things when they like popular things when they are popular because they are popular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought that was so brilliant because it makes total sense. Because like you said, once the Acolyte hype or talk died, 0 people cared about it. Even during the show, it felt like, and then you look at Agatha. Like, Agatha isn't even worth really talking about, I feel like, because there are just so many people who are just done with Marvel. So, so you make a really good point there, Steph, and it is definitely, you know, Warhammer is definitely for the more dedicated, like, hobbyist, and I think that's why I like it so much, is because you have to invest a lot of your time and effort. It's not just like, let me go look up this Wikipedia article on Agatha, and then it's like, oh my god, Agatha's my favorite character of all time. I've read her comics forever. And it's like, no, you haven't. No, really, that's not how that works. So,
Really quickly, Spirian, thank you so much. Hi, Spirian. Gifted 5 memberships over, or 5 subs over on
Ooh,
Twitch.
nice.
So Spirian, I know that you watch over on Twitch most of the time, and I'm not going to be streaming on Twitch anymore. Just because the reason I said earlier in the stream, because the CEO is a total creep. So I don't want to stream on that platform. I was supposed to bring wholesomeness to Twitch. Supposed to bring wholesomeness back to Twitch, but that platform is, it is long gone. I'm unable to do that.
I remember the good old days where, you'd be able to stream Animal Crossing, but not anymore. Now you gotta do it naked.
Ew, it's true though. It's true. You gotta do it.
Hey guys, welcome to my Animal Crossing naked stream.
It's so true. It's so sad.
Yeah. It can't be wholesome fun anymore.
Nope. Ha, I knew I was going to need these big long sticks.
Oh. You definitely need those for something.
I needed them. I knew I was going to need them. I saw them in the box and I was like, what are these?
What are these big long sticks doing in here?
Yeah.
We need to figure out... Yeah, we need to figure out where to put these big long sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't sure like what they were used for, but now, okay, we're about to find out. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I got it.
Are you streaming this afternoon by chance?
I am.
With Dispy?
Yeah. With Dispy, I need to get with him and see, because usually, if he's not working or if he's making a video, like the times depend on like his video making schedule. So I always try to respect his time.
Yeah.
Because he puts out a lot of content. So that depends. Like we always talk to each other on Sundays to see like what time or if we can. So that's pretty much how that goes. If there's a stream that is happening, it will happen. I will set it up like maybe 30 minutes or even up to like 10 minutes before I start the stream. So, subscribe on Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube and turn on notifications so that way you know when I go live. But yes, Talk Nerdy will be on my channel today.
Ooh, fun. Okay. What are you guys talking about tonight?
I don't know. I went and saw Venom, the third Venom, so I'll probably talk about that a little bit.
Venom? All right.
Venom. I went and saw Venom.
And you liked it, I guess.
I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it. But I mean, it's nowhere near in my like top movies of the year. But it was fun to watch. It kept my. I didn't find myself looking at my phone. Right. So whenever that happens, I know that it's an okay movie.
So I'm hearing you say you liked it. No. So I'm hearing you say it was the best Sony film to date, and that you loved everything about it.
No.
I don't know about that. Yeah. Interesting.
It was an okay movie. It was a good way to. I think it was a good way to like end the Venom trilogy if they were going to end
trilogy.
It. But yeah, if they're going to end it, I don't think they will. I think they're leaving it open for another movie. But I guess like the Tom Hardy Venom, it was a good way to end it. And Tom Hardy kind of, I don't like the way he plays Eddie Brock.
Oh, he's awful. He's like awful.
I don't like the way, and that's what's always annoyed me, is the way he plays Eddie Brock and the way he talks as Eddie Brock. Like, I can't stand it. In this movie, it's the same.
Oh no.
I don't know why. It just feels like he has like a bunch of rocks in his mouth.
He does, yeah.
It feels like he has a bunch of rocks in his mouth, so he's limited to movement in his face in order to like pronounce words clearly, because it sounds like he's just always like mumbling or something. I don't know. I don't like the way he plays Eddie Brock, and he's always like so dirty. In this one, he's barefoot. Like it's a thing. He needs shoes. That's a plot point in the movie. Which I thought was so freaking weird.
This sounds terrible.
There's things in this. Yeah, there's things in this movie that are kind of like, meh, but I think that the relationship between Brock and Venom is what makes the movie like really, is what gives the movie heart, I guess. I don't know. Venom is really good in this one. It's better than the last Venom movie, that's for sure.
I don't know if that's super high praise, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't care for the last Venom movie at all. I didn't like it.
What's so fascinating is that I don't even remember watching I remember watching the Venom movies, but I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in any of them.
Oh my gosh, I feel the same freaking way.
I'm like, I know I saw it. They're
so forgettable.
They're
right?
so forgettable. There's nothing really of interest that happens, nothing noteworthy. So it's just like, all right, that happened, I guess. But yeah.
I remember the things that I didn't like about the second Venom movie. Or at least I vaguely remember some of the things that I didn't like about the second Venom movie and how like it didn't really make any sense to me when I was watching it. So I remember that, but like I was talking to my friend when I was leaving the movie. I was like, I don't really remember like the first and second movie very much. I have to go back and watch them. Because, like, I remember a few things about them, but, like, I don't remember them. They're so forgettable, which is kind of bad. You don't want that, right? You don't want your movies to be forgettable like that.
Yeah, no, you do not want your movie to be forgettable whatsoever. Yeah, what's worse, a movie that's forgettable or a movie that's like so bad that you're like laughing? I think a forgettable is almost worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say forgettable is worse. Which is what this movie was for me at least.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, Carnage was in the second one, dude.
What?
Mike Hill says Carnage was forgettable. That's right, he was in the second movie.
Oh my lord.
That's right. I totally forgot.
Too funny.
I totally forgot. Oh, and Woody Allen. Didn't Woody Allen play Carnage, or was that the first movie? See, that's what's really bad. You just don't remember. Totally forgettable.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't even. The only thing I do remember is that everything was way too dark, and because Venom is a black symbiote, like you couldn't really see him or see what was going on. So I was just like, "What am I watching right now? This is awful." So, and I hate that they're doing like the jokey joke funny Venom, and I'm like, why? This is awful. Mm-hmm. A real Venom movie should be a horror film, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I think it should be a 100%, like, it should be directed by a horror movie franchise director. Because it should be, like, terrifying. But, oh well. Well, I think...
You definitely won't like the third one.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm... That's alright. I definitely do not need to go see it, but...
I feel like I don't mind it because I'm not super invested in Venom.
Yeah.
So.
I do think it's about that time for us to say goodbye. Unless you want to still stay on, but I'm gonna have to dip out here.
Nope, I'll probably dip out as well. I'm just trying to get this thing on correctly before I do.
Okay.
There we go. I think I've got it now.
Ooh, look at that.
I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to put this piece on right. So I've got it. I got it. I did it. There we go. Boom. It is on.
So you got
So I have the base.
the base done.
The
Nice.
base. Now I'm starting with the stems.
Very nice.
It's very nice.
My wife. You'll never get this. You'll never get this. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out this morning, Steph. I'm glad we got to do this.
It was fun.
Yeah,
So
I had
yeah,
a blast.
later on, I'll probably dual stream on Kick and my YouTube channel when I do both like the gaming stream as well as Talk Nerdy. I think I'm gonna dual stream a couple of those. So.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
That's what I have later.
Well, we will be watching. Chat, make sure to go check out Steph's Kick and YouTube. It's pinned in the description. And then tonight, Josh and I are thinking about doing an election stream. Whoa. Yeah, so Josh is extremely intellectual and very knowledgeable about a lot of the inner workings of culture and politics and things of that nature. So we're gonna go over a few things that have happened within the past like week or two, and just kind of discuss that in relation to the election coming up on Tuesday. So I think that should be fun. So,
Nice.
especially the Avengers Assemble clip where they're all like,
Oh my
"Oh my
that
god,
was so,
fight for democracy!" Yeah.
that was so cringe.
Did you notice who's not there from the Avengers though?
A couple of people. Chris Pratt,
Chris Pratt, the other Chris Hemsworth.
the other Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if that means that they're based or if they just couldn't make it, but
I think Chris Pratt. I think they were doing something for Obama. Was it Obama?
Chris Pratt did something
was
for
it?
Obama?
No. The Avengers got together.
Oh, no,
previously.
They did it for Hillary.
Was it? It was for Hillary. It was for Hillary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris
Hillary.
Pratt didn't- Yeah, they did it for Hillary, and Chris Pratt didn't attend that either. And that's when like his backlash started.
Good for
They
him.
started
What a
digging
based
stuff up.
Chad. Yeah.
Yeah, they started digging stuff up about Chris Pratt, and that's when like all of his backlash and all the people started, going against Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
And that's right. Spirian just reminded me, my favorite Jeremy wasn't there either. Yeah.
that's
Jeremy Renner.
right.
Jeremy Renner was
Yeah.
absent. Yep.
Do we think that Jeremy Renner is also based? Or, I mean, because he is. Like, they got that woman from Black Panther, the Wakanda Forever chick. So, like, they were just trying to pull anyone.
Yeah.
Which makes me think, oh, absolutely. They got Vision. Scarlet Witch was not there. Paul Rudd was not there. Olivia Olsen is who I was thinking of. Paul Rudd. Oh, Evangeline Lilly. We know that she's based as hell.
Oh, we know that she's based. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there either. Yep. I
Interesting.
feel like Jeremy Renner is very involved in places where he lives. So like he lives in Reno, right? So like he's very involved in the in the town there.
Yeah.
You know.
That's cool. Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very involved in like his town where he lives. Which is how it should be, right? Yes, we want to, elect political officials and presidents that align more with our values, but it's very important to keep an eye on like the people, the elected officials that are within Texas, and especially like where you live, because that will that will impact your life.
I was about to say those are almost arguably more important. I wouldn't say. I don't know. The reason why I say arguably more important is because, like you said, Steph, they affect your day-to-day life. those decisions will impact how you live in your area. Whereas like a presidency may or may not affect you immediately within your hometown or within your vicinity. Sometimes it could. Like, I saw a lot of things that happened within this last administration that absolutely affected my day-to-day. But it's your, like, congressmen and women, it's your mayors, it's your, those the little ones that you don't really think about, those mean a lot in the grand scheme of things. So, well, thanks for hopping on this morning, Steph.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we got to do this. I will be watching you in Disparu if you guys get to do something this afternoon. And have a great evening today. I'll be putting up Christmas decorations the rest of the day.
Oh my god, I will not be. I will not be putting
Lame.
Christmas decor.
Okay.
I will be. You know what? I might go shopping for some fall decor. If it's all on clearance, if it's all on sale, I'm gonna go shopping for some fall.
You're
decor.
gonna go to. You're gonna go.
Your Christmas decor.
You're gonna go to Hobby Lobby and buy up all the fall stuff before everyone buys it all. All right. Have fun with that. I will be singing "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas" with my fireplace on and my wreaths and garlands and my Christmas lights. It's gonna be great.
The wreaths and garlands. You know what? I will make a fall wreath and put it on my door.
A fall wreath. Okay. What is that? Pine cones and leaves and.
Yes, pine cones, fall-colored leaves. That unfortunately, we don't get here in Texas. I want to live somewhere where you see all 4 seasons. That would be so great.
Yeah.
So nice.
Eric, have a great day. Psychotic, Andy, Cajun, Wargamer Girl, Josh, Aaron, everyone in the chat. Clinton, thank you guys so much for being here, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, McKenzie, Terra Crystal, Psychotic, Experian, Ravy D, Cajun, Corey, all of you guys that hung out. Risk It. What's up? Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. Yeah, we'll see you later, guys.
Bye.